what I'd like to make now is the shabby chic version of this coin envelope, which I am going to use as a journal topper. So I have decided that for the steampunk journal, I'm going to use this side, and so I have made the journal topper, well, coin envelope, which I'm calling a journal topper, to fit right on top of there. Okay, like that. And I followed the tutorial by 49 Dragonflies, and hers is a lot bigger than this, but obviously I'm restricted with my mini journal. But it's a really easy project, and you can see it's just bits of scrap. And on the back then I've just put one of the photos from RachandBella's kits. So I'm not going to stick this down. I'm going to sort of tag it on there with some kind of bulldog clip. But we're going to make the shabby chic one together. But I might do a couple of different little things, because I've obviously learned from this project where I went wrong. Well, not went wrong, but had some happy accidents. And just to give you an idea, so basically I used some packaging paper and just sewed loads of scraps and some material on there and just went wild on the sewing machine. So I'm going to make some embellishments with this, some clusters in a bit, but I'm going to do the shabby chic one first. I've got very little planning here, but what I need to do is find the envelope first. Oh, here we are. So here's my envelope. So I'm not going to use this side. I'm going to do something on this side. So it's going to be quite small. And I don't think I'm going to attach it, but I might change my mind, as we do. What I was planning on doing was having a window here. Having watched Angela Kerr's latest tutorial, which is amazing, and she uses a mailer envelope and then she creates this lovely, beautiful, I don't know how she does it, but this beautiful coin envelope. So I'm going to have a go with that, but I don't know how it's going to turn out, because this is quite thin. So I may, I don't know. Let's see how it goes, shall we? So the main difference I think between what I've made here and what I'm going to make is that this coin envelope sort of folds over like that, and then you've got the seam there. But what I want to make is one where the seam will come on the side there, okay? So hopefully that will make sense, and I'll show you as I go along. So again, I haven't got any envelopes on me, so I'm going to use some packaging paper. Okay, so I need my packaging paper to fit, so I'm just going to wrap it round for now, so I know this is going to be the maximum size. Well, actually no, it's not going to be the maximum size, because I need a topper as well, which is one of the which I need to take into consideration. So let's just fold that like that for now. So here it is. And so this should give me enough for the top and the bottom, with a bit of luck. So I'm going to cut it first. And it will be too big, but I'd rather cut it bigger first and then measure it again and then cut it down. Okay, so this is the side, this is the front of my journal. So I want to be able to see what's underneath. So I need it to come about here. and I need it to come about here. Okay, so let's cut that. Okay. So ideally what I want now is for the bottom bit, let's do the size that I would like the top, and it's quite nice. Yeah, I'm not measuring anything, okay guys? I'm just sort of eyeballing it against my journal front. I definitely don't want that to be that size, so that's more than enough of a size there. So in Angela Kerr's video, she didn't decorate the back because she stuck hers directly into her journal. So that's an option, and I could stick this on here, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to leave it loose. It gives me options then on, because I haven't decided on how I'm going to decorate the journal front yet. Because, well, that would be way too organised, wouldn't it, if I had that idea in my head. Okay. So we can see now the difference with this one is there's the edge there, which should have been in the middle, but it ended up not being in the middle. And the edge on this one is here. Okay. I'm going to now decorate this. Of course, you could make this a lot bigger and then decorate it and then you've got bits left over, but for the sake of this, I just wanted to get it done fairly quickly. I've got lots of bits and bobs here. Lots of material. Got everything going on. So as my theme is a touch of green, so I'm going to add that first. I love this. So I'll put a link below to the two shops where I've bought my lace and fabric for this project. The Etsy stores. They are UK based. I haven't checked if they do international. Okay, that's that. So I want this to be fairly neutral. Oh, which is a bit of an effort for me. This is just like creating a masterboard. So I am going to go ahead now and just stick my pieces down, very random, not planning anything out, and I'll speed up the video so you don't get bored, and then we'll have a chat at the end. Okay, so I've used glue stick because I'm going to sew everything. So if you weren't going to sew, then you would need to be a lot more heavy-handed with the glue. It's looking a bit of a hot mess, and I've got a fly annoying me here at the moment, so I'm going to try and relieve that of its annoyance in a minute. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go round and do a bit of messy stitching. And if I just show you on this one, yep, it's pretty messy, and I'm going to use brown because I'm not going to be swapping the thread every time I change styles, because that's going to drive me absolutely insane. But I'm going to sew that and bring it back and show you, and you can see what you think. So guys, this is looking far more shabby than it is chic right now. Could be because of the brown thread, I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about it, because we've got lots more to do before I have to be concerned about it looking like it does right now. Okay, so let's carry on. So what we need to do now is decide which way up I want this. Do I want it like that? Do I want it like that? Oh, I do like that. I'm not too keen on that. And that is lovely. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. Right, let me get my envelope. Not envelope. My journal. I'll make sure that that is... Right, before I do that, let's fold it properly, because if we've got any issues I can rectify them now with glue or some more sewing. So I've got that there, and I think what I'll do there is cut it off. Because I think it's going to cause more problems. Okay, that's all nice and flat. So we need to put it in the shape of the coin envelope. So I'm going to put that like that and put that there and see if that looks about right. That needs to come down a bit. I think that looks okay. Okay. Bone folder, give us a good crease there, and a good crease here. So what we need to do is cut off the excess that we don't need. So the excess is this piece here. Bit of a better job of cutting. Fold it back. Okay, and here we can see we need this piece taken off. Okay, so that's going to be the front, that's going to be the back. And what we can do now is round the corners, and do I want to come down there? Well, let's round them first to see what it looks like. Right, I can see I got a little bit of loose paper here, so I'm just going to fix that up with our glitter glue. Stick it down. Quite like it like that. Just rounded. Let's try these. Might have to cut the material on that side. Yeah, I like that. So there's a few things we need to do. I'm going to try and tidy that up as best as I can. And this as well, because that needs to be sewn a little bit there. And I might sew around there as well, just to tidy that up. We've got to put the closure in, and we need to do that before we sew that side. Of course, you don't have to sew, you can glue, and I could quite easily glue that down there. Which I might do actually, because there's a lot of sewing there anyway. But we need to put the closure there and a closure there, and I'm going to do the same closure as these, but a bit more chic and less shabby. And I got to decide, do I want to take out a window? Now what Angela did was she put like a card in there, and then she had the person in the background. But that would mean I'd have to make the card and get the hole in the right place. Decisions. Let's go with the closures first. So I quite like this little bit there, and that would look quite nice there. Let's punch some holes in these to see what they look like. Okay, now I have a crocodile. If you haven't got a crocodile, you could use an awl, but I'm going to use my crocodile. Which is here. Use the smaller of the two holes. I'm just going to get it right in the middle of that flower. Now you could use eyelets, but I think I'm going to use brads on mine. So let's put that there, and put that, it's probably going to have to go about there if I want to put the window in. Brads. This is looking, I don't know, shabby vintage. It's not looking shabby chic. Oh. there, and I need my pencil. And I need to put something on this as well, I think, don't I? And I'm going to have a think about that, 'cause I think what I might do is maybe put something like some paper over it. I'm just going to have to cover the whole thing, because look at the sewing. It's like that's the worst I've ever done. Wow. Oh. Okay, what else do I need to do? So I've got that, and I've got that. Okay, let's put the string. Pop it around there. Tie it in place. That's plenty there. Okay, let's see what it looks like. So I've still got to decide whether I put a window there, and I don't think I'm going to do it because it's just going to be too much of a faff at this point. And I've got to decide on whether I'm going to stick it on the front, and I don't think I'm going to stick it either. I think I'm going to do exactly what I've decided to do on this one, which is put something there. And I think I'd rather spend time embellishing this to make it look more shabby chic than worrying about putting a window in there. So that's my feelings on that. So what I need to do now is just sew around there and sew around there and then glue it all together. So I shall be back shortly to do that. So this is looking like a real hot mess. After I went off camera, I carried on sewing, and after changing the needle, it still wasn't behaving, the sewing machine. So in the end, I changed the thread, and actually that worked fine. So yeah, I had to abandon the brown thread. My fingers are just full of glue, and because I had to glue everything then. So I basically glued it together like a sandwich, and then just gone to town with all this bling, which, oh, I don't know, it's just creeping me out, guys. I just can't deal with it. It's just too much. I've obviously got to use what I got, and yeah, I don't know if I'm finished. I don't know. Let me use the back. I think because I'm using green, it looks rather botanical, but green is what I wanted to go with. So, and I'm getting really worked up about mixing whites and beige, because I've never done that before. Oh, I don't know, it's just, yeah, this is a real challenge for me. But anyway, it is what it is, and I've never done anything like this before, so I can only learn from what I'm doing. So let me know what you think in the in the comments box. I could be opening myself up for a ton of abuse. I still think it's more shabby than chic. Actually, I don't know. Do I need anything? I'll cut that bit off. Oh, I'll probably end up cutting all these bits off as well. But this is pretty much what it looks like. That's the back. It's got tons of glue all over it. It really smells at the moment. I don't know. I think I could probably add more to make it more chic-y, you know, but yeah, I'm going to stop for now because, yeah, I've got a headache. But this will be going on there. And yeah, I'll be clipping it on. I don't want to glue it on as a permanent feature, just in case, I don't know, I make it again. But that's all for this instalment.